Alright, hey, what is up guys? I'm doing another video. This one's gonna be my just random loadouts for all of my raids that I do and which parts. But so yeah, basically, alright, let's get into it. So for my I'm gonna start on Vault of Glass. But I'm gonna use this Fatebringer throughout basically the whole thing. So what I start with is a Fatebringer, Ex Machina, and then Dark Drinker. Now this is what I'd use for the beginning because I like to keep my Ex Machina up until what's it called? Up until the Hobgoblin Oracles when the Hobgoblins spawn. I like to have a lot of ammo on that. When during confluxes, I switch to a Heathen Vengeance and a Vision of Confluence Adept. If I can transfer that over real quick. Alright, so this is what I use for that part. For Oracles, I use Fatebringer, obviously, Ex Machina, and then Dark Drinker. Dark Drinker is really good against the Oracles, and in fact it one-shots it. And I'm going to be running Memory of Radagast for all the times I'm using the sword, Sakori for all the times I'm not, for this raid. Now for Templar, I like to run Fatebringer still, Found Verdict for the Detain Bubble, just in case. And I either, depending on whether we have enough tethers, I either run Sleeper or Gallarhorn for this part. So if we have a tether and multiple tethers that are willing to like go after each other, I'll use Gallarhorn for the extra critical Wolfpack rounds. Then if we don't, or I only see like one tether, I'll switch to Sleeper because I can still hit crits on the crit spot. So, for Gorgons, I like to run Gallarhorn, Found Verdict, and Fatebringer, just in case our fire team messes up and we need to kill one. So, that's good. I get Found Verdict. I use Gallarhorn first and switch to Found Verdict after I run out of ammo for that, if we're, like, doing a run for a bunch of them. For Gatekeeper, I like to run Sleeper, Found Verdict, and Fatebringer. What our fire team does is take Found Verdicts, run up to the goblins, and it like two-shots them. By the way, it won't start if you don't kill them right away. It won't start the encounter, so you can just kill like one or two. Or you can kill as many as you want with as many shots, it doesn't matter. As long as you don't shoot the Gatekeeper. Okay, now for Atheon, I'm still with my Fatebringer, Ex Machina as a secondary to Sleeper, and also what I use to take out the Oracles. Sleeper as the main thing I use for loss damage. I'm going to switch to Memory Sakori, because I'm not using Dark Drinker anymore. I forgot about that. Alright, now for Crota. For the beginning, I like to run Fatebringer, Ex Machina, and Dark Drinker. Fatebringer, because of the explosive rounds, does really good against the Thrall. Ex Machina for the ogres at the very end, and then Dark Drinker if I'm getting really overwhelmed as like a backup. Alright, now once we get the bridge, I'm going to switch to Found Verdict, and I'm going to use Gallarhorn. I'm going to be sticking with Gallarhorn for the whole thing. Then, Found Verdict for the Swordbearer, and then Gallarhorn for just random adds if they get too overwhelming, and the Hollow Knights that spawn on the other side. Alright, now for Deathslinger, I run Fatebringer, Found Verdict, and Dark Drinker because shotguns and swords are OP as hell in that. Just because there's a bunch of adds that you need to kill up close. Okay, now this is where it gets complicated. If I'm being Swordbearer for Crota, I'm going to run Ex Machina, Dark Drinker, and Last Extremity with Grenadier. So if our fire team's having trouble taking him down, I can just throw a grenade, and then I can keep regenerating those. If I am not being sword bearer, I will be running Galahorn, Ex Machina, and still Last Extremity. Alright, King's Fall. For the beginning, I like to run Dark Drinker, Ex Machina, and Fatebringer. Ex Machina, I like to take down the doors. Dark Drinker for the ads in middle when I'm usually in middle. And I could actually use Dark Drinker for some of the walls as well, because I like to go middle. And then Fatebringer just as a backup if anything doesn't work. Ships, I'll just run the same thing. And so usually switch to Memory of Radagast and sword fly across the whole thing with extra sword ammo. Now when I get to glyphs / totems, I'm gonna run same setup as before. Dark Drinker for the knights that come down to each side. Ex Machina for the knights the boomers above, and then Fatebringer just cause Fatebringer is fun. For War Priest, I switch to Last Extremity and Sleeper. Again, Sleeper is my main DPS, Ex Machina is backup, and the Last Extremity for basically all the ads. Golgoroth. If I'm running Gaze, I'll switch to, now this is a surprising setup, I'll switch to this and a Jabberwocky with really good perks for this, which is crowd control, bonus damage for kills, which counts as killing the orbs. Precision kills dramatically increase the reload speed. Each of those has precision. And then I just run. I was running this for something else, but appended magazine for the extra magazine. Run exactly what you see here with this, actually. Alright, daughters. Obviously, the dream weapon for daughters, appearing in inventory in 3, 2, 1. Touch of Malice. Ex Machina for the Vandals that spawn above. Snipers. Sorry. And then Hunger of Crota with 7 ammo. There's a glitch. If you use these boots, you can get extra ammo aside from the Twilight Garrison. Then for Oryx, if I'm being runner, I like to run Fatebringer, Ex Machina, and Dark Drinker for the vessel. If I'm not, I would run Hunger of Crota for the ogres, and Ex Machina as a backup for them as well. Then Touch of Malice for him for taking out his belly or whatever. Alright, for Wrath, I'm gonna stick with Fatebringer the entire thing, just saying that. So, Fatebringer, Round Verdict, Galahorn. This setup for both Faucet encounters because I like shotgunning bosses, and I usually run Melting Point with Insurmountable Skull for it. So, once we get to Siege Engine, I'll run Dark Drinker and Ex Machina. Ex Machina for taking out the cannons, of course. Dark Drinker for basically any ads around and pushing people if they're having trouble with that. When I get to Axis Phase 1, same setup as before. This for to take out the turrets for doing it on hard mode. And when we get to the end, I will run this Dark Drinker as a primary boss damage, Found Verdict as a secondary boss damage, and then Fatebringer as a ad killer. If I'm having trouble killing the long range ads, I will switch to a Genesis Chain. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks. That's just all my raid loadouts that I use very often. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.